So in last session, we were discussing about how to create variables, what are variables, right? Um, what we have covered. Okay. Mm, Indentation, comments, and variables also we discussed, right? Okay. Today, so global variable. What is global variable? Anyone wants to join? I don't know. Why today we have very less people? Okay, because okay. So in Python, a global variable. So variable, what is global variable means variables that are created outside of a function are known as global variables. Okay. Darshan, Shankar, Abhilash. Okay, so variables that are created in outside of a function are known as global variables. Till now, we have assigned some variables to some values, right? We assign some values to variables, right? I mean, x equal to 3, y equal to gopi. So like we assign, right? These all are global variables. So if we have some function, we will discuss function in detail in maybe on Friday or Monday. Okay, so these are global variables which are not which are created outside of a function. So let me show you what is function. Okay, so so some of you know in Python. So how to define a function? So in Python we have many inbuilt functions. So we will see what inbuilt functions we have. So but some functions we need to create. We For some functions we need to develop our own logic, so that those are called as user defined function or UDFs. So UDFs are so user defined functions. We will create them. So Python won't have logic for them. Then we will create those functions. So the syntax of user defined functions are define. So DEF and function name. So if I am creating some function, my function. So and this braces next colon. So define my function. So function name and then colon. And if you whenever you enter, so it will we have to follow this indentation at least one space. So because the and whatever we are going to write under this my function na, so it will belongs to this function. That's why so we have to follow this indentation. Print my name is Gopi. Okay, so this is function. If you assign some value inside this, so some x equal to 10. So this x is called as this x, some z equal to 20. Okay, so addition of two inputs and a plus b. Okay, this is the function. So I created one function. So it is going to print. I created two variables and assigned some values. So what it is going to do, this function, whenever I call this function in Python, it will going to print addition of these two. Okay, now let me run this. If I print x value, so it will print here. I assigned 3, right? So this is called as global variable. So if you assign same value to this. So same, I'm using same variable and assigning some other value. So now this is called as local variable. This is called as global variable. So local variables are variables which are created inside the function. So I created X and Z inside this function, right? These are called as local variables, and these whenever you call them, whenever you call that function, then only they will be those X and Z value will be 10 and 20. Otherwise, so their values will be 3 and 3 only. X value will be 3 only. So now X is equal to 3 are defined outside of this function. If I print X, so it is going to print 3 only, even though we given a 10 value after assigning this value, but it is local. Okay. So if I call this function, what is going to happen? Okay, my function. Okay, I call this function. What is going to happen? Name A is not defined. Oh, sorry. X plus Z, right? Okay. Yeah. So I call this function, right? So I created some function and I call this function here. So first, what it will do? So X equal to 3 assigned now. So print X. So whenever you print X, so it will take global variable only. Because global whenever you 1 minute. Okay. So if I print one more X here, now you will see the difference now. So first, what I did, so I created X value and I defined some function. I'm using the same variable which I created outside of this function, that is global variable, and I used same variable inside. So these are local variables. So first I print X. So what it will print? So it is outside of the function, right? What outside of the function? So what is the X value? X equal to 3. So it printed X equal to 3. So now what I did? So I called my function. So it will go to my function now. So my function X equal to 10. First it will read X equal to 10, Z equal to 20. So print X. So what it has printed 10, right? So why it printed 10? Because so inside this function, I am inside this function, I printed this X. That's why now X value is 10. Inside this function only, I'm adding these two, X plus Z. So 10 plus 20. So it is 30. So you understood what is the difference between global variables and local variables. So local variables are so only defined to this function only. So global variables, you can use them and in entire notebooks, in entire Python notebook. So you can use anywhere. But these values, these local values, only specific to this function. That is the difference. Okay, so we have global keyword. So how can we use them? So global, we have global keyword. So how can we use them? So if I use global keyword, yeah, let me, so global X. So the global keyword is there. So what I am doing now, so I am declaring this X as so global. So now if I print, what it will print? Anyone, please answer now. So now I X equal to 3. So it is defined outside of this function. So it is global variable. So now what I'm doing, so inside the function, I am declaring it as global. So if I print, if I run this cell, what it will print? What it is going to print? 3, 10 and 30 are 10, 10, 30. Anyone, can you answer? Yeah. So now see, X equal to 3, global, right? This is global. It has to print 10. Okay, X equal to 3. Even though it has to print 10 only, X equal to 3. But I am declaring it as global, right? So first X value is 3. So now I am declaring this as global. Okay. So anyone, why it is printing 3? So x equal to 3 global. So now I am declaring it as global x value. Now I assigned x equal to 10. But why it is printing 3? It has to print 10, 10 and 30, right? Print x because now x is global. So it has to print 10. But why it is printing 3? Anyone please answer?
Because you have not called the my function right before.
Correct, correct. So if I print x again below of this function, so now it will print 3, 10, 30, and 10. So because so first what will Python what it will do? So first it will it is global, right? So x equal to 3, y equal to gopi. So it won't go to the it will read this function, that's it, but it won't perform anything because we are not calling this function, right? So next what it will do? So it will print x. It won't go to this function at all. So just first command, second command, and this is the third one. So print x, right? That's why x equal to 3. Now I called this function, my function. When I called after printing x, I called this one. Now it will go to this function. Now it is global. So global x, and now it will define x equal to 10. That's why when I print after this calling this function, that time it is printing it as 10. So now you understood, right? What is global? So how it will work? So if you define these variables outside of any function, they are called as global. And if you declaring any variables inside the function, they are called as local. So how can we make local variable as global? By using global keyword. So and how they will work. Once you change this value now, so if I change once you change this global value, so then if I assign some 30 to this, so now it is going to print x value. It will print 30 because even though we assigned x equal to 3 first, it is global variable, but we are changing the value inside the function by using global keyword. If you have any questions, we can discuss. If you understood what is global variable, what is local variable, how can we make a local variable as global variable inside the function, then well and good. So global variables are variables which are defined outside of the function. Local variables are variables which are declared inside of the function. How can we make local variables or global variables? So using global keyword. Yeah. And then data types. So in Python, we have many data types. One is text type. So text data type will be string, and we have some numerical data types. Numerical data types. They are integer, integer, float. So integer means whole numbers. Okay, whole numbers means minus infinity to infinity. So which don't have fraction. Floating means float values means it has some decimal values like 2.1 or 3.0 minus 1.9. So they have decimal part. They are called as float values. And we have complex. So if you remember what is complex. Complex means real plus they will have imaginary. So they have both real part and imaginary part. Like 2 plus 3j. 2 plus 3j means 2 is real number, real part of this number, and 3 is imaginary part of this number. So we don't. So in real time scenarios, we won't encounter this complex data type. So we will encounter both float and integer types only. But we have other numerical data type that is complex, where it has both real and imaginary. Okay, and sequence data types we have. Sequence data types, this we so in daily in real time we will use these sequence data types. They are list, tuple, set, and dictionaries. Okay, so we will discuss. 1 minute, Karthik. Okay, so we will discuss in detail about what is list, what is tuple, what is set, what are dictionaries. Everything we will discuss maybe in next class. Okay, so yeah, these three, and yeah, range also, and we have mapping type data type. mapping type. So in dictionaries, the data will be stored in keys and values. So that we will, so dictionaries we will use for mapping type. So whenever we need key and value, so whenever we need mapping type data type, then we will use dictionaries. Okay. And also we have Boolean type. So Boolean type means true or false. So bool type. Yeah. And binary, we also have binary type, but we won't in real time, we won't use that much. Okay. So how to know? So how to know a type of a function? So if I assign some value x equal to 3, y equal to gopi. So how to know the data type of the function? So using type of some that variable. So on type, so type function will be, we will be use type function to know the data type of that variable. So if I print this data type of x, yeah, so x is integer, right? Yeah, it will print x data type. Y is string, right? Yeah, so it will print string. Okay, so we use this type function to print the data type of it. Okay, and then yeah, next, yeah, we will discuss about yeah, in real time, we will work on both strings and numerical data types. So in numerical data types, we have integer and then float and then complex. So integer means minus infinity to whole numbers. Whole numbers means which doesn't have this one decimal part. Minus infinity to plus infinity. So which are whole numbers. So they all are called as integers. And float means which have decimal part. Example 2.1 minus 3.8 like this. And complex means I told you already. So real plus imaginary. I mean 2 plus j 5j. So like this. So 2 is real part of this number and this one. Uh, 5 is imaginary part of this one. So let me take so show you. So 3 x equal to 1 and I can add comment now. This is integer type. Y equal to some 2.5. This is float. Okay. And then z equal to 2 plus 1j. This is complex. Let's try to print everything. Print type of x, y, z. Okay. How it is going to print y, also z. Yeah, so x is one, right? Whole number, so it doesn't have any decimal part. That's why it is int. It has y has some decimal part. That's why it is float, and it has both real and imaginary. That's why it is complex. And if you give only imaginary part, then also its type is complex only. So because it is 0 plus 1j, real part is 0, imaginary part is 1. Okay. Yeah, so we can float and yeah, this one. So next, how to convert type type conversion. How this we will call in technical terms, we will call casting, data type casting. So if x equal to some value 1, okay. So if I want to convert it into, so if I print x, what it will print? If I print x, it will print 1, right? So if I want to if I want to change it into float value, so then we will use float function on top of this 1. So now if I print x, what it is going to print? So 1.0. So like this we can, if I print type also, so earlier it is integer, right? 1. So I am using float function on top of this number. So if we print type, so now it will be float. So we use if I want to convert it into string, so I will use string function on top of this. So now it is float, right? So if I use string on top of this integer, so it will be converted to string format. So we use this float, int, and string functions to convert it into specific format. If I have some date type function, I mean to today's date. So if I want to convert it into string format, you can use on top of that date, you can use this string. Okay, then it will convert. So we will use this string or int or float functions to convert them to specific format. Um, Next, yeah, casting. Okay, if I have value y equal to some 3.455. Okay, then, okay, if print y. So if I print this x and y, what it is going to print? Let's remove this. Yeah, it printed 3.445, right? If I pass int on top of this, so what it is going to do? So if I apply this integer function on top of this, so it is going to remove all the decimal part from this, and it will give you integer part. What integer part it will give? Any answer? It will give 3 or 4.
3, I think. Yeah.
3. So if I give 9.55555, 9 so 9999, so it is very close to 4, right? So what it will print now?
4.
No. So it will always print decimal whole part of the float value. So if you have, even though it is very close to 4, but what it will do whenever on float data type, so on float value, if you apply integer, what it is going to, it will remove the decimal part. Whatever whole part we have, that it will assign to this y value. Understood? So it won't give you, so like rounding off, it won't work. So in a technical term, we will call as ceiling value, not floor value. It will always give you ceiling value. I mean this old part it will give you. And we have covered how to change the data type also. So if you have integer, how we can convert into float, using float, integer, string, those. And next topic will be,
And how we can round it to next integer?
what?
How we can round it to like the next integer value, like 4?
No, it won't do na. So how
Yeah,
we can convert?
yeah.
It won't
If we-
convert. Yeah.
If we want to convert, is there a different function for that?
Different function. Do we have any different function?
What he's expecting, right? Maybe we want to round off this one. What we'll do?
Hmm.
Maybe 3.39, right? Maybe it will, if we are round off this one, maybe it will go to 4, right? It will
Yeah.
come to 4. That's what he's expecting actually.
I
How we can
understood.
do
I
that.
understood what he is expecting. So that function do we have? Okay, let me check. Okay, tomorrow I will answer. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
If we have any inbuilt, function, I will tell you tomorrow. So
Yep.
next topic is strings. Okay, so strings string will be surrounded by either double quotes or single quotes. We can use single quote or double quote to store string values. Okay, strings in Python are surrounded by either single quotes or double quotes. Okay. Next, how to display them? Yeah. So how can we display? Print. If I print under double quotes hello, so it will print hello. Okay. And if you assign this string to some value, yeah, I am assigning this string to x variable hello. So that time we have to use that variable name, printf x. If I print x, it will print hello. This time we will use print to display a string value. Okay. And inside single quotes or double quotes, it will be not a problem. Assigning, and yeah. So when we are discussing about multi-line string, so multi-line comments, doc string comments, we discussed, right? So inside double quotes or single quotes, if I write something like my name is Gopi, I'm working as Azure data engineer, and so I'm writing in separate lines. Okay. Okay, and then so this is, so if I run this one, what will happen? It won't do anything. So it will treat as comment only. So whenever I assign it to, okay, so here, so this is one line string, right? So this is called as multi-line string. So multi-line strings are surrounded by three dots, not three dots, three single dots or three double, this one, quotations. Okay, we will use three instead of one. So if you have only single line string, then you can use it will be surrounded by only one double dot or one single double quotes or single quote. But whenever you have multi-line string, you may have some paragraph, right? That time, so to assign a whole paragraph to a string, we have to use three double quotes or three single quotes. Now, so I assigned it to some a value now. So if I print this a, what is going to happen? Yeah, so it printed whatever in which way. I mean, my name is Gopi is first line, and this I'm working as Azure data engineer is second line. So it will print whichever manner we type it, that manner it will print. So if I not assign to a, then it will treat as comment. Okay, it will treat as comment only. Whenever I send to some variable, it will assign, it will treat it as string. Or you can use three single quotes also. Three single quotes also. Yeah. Okay. So these strings are array of characters. Okay. Array means, you know, right? What is array? Array means same kind of same data type of, okay. Let me show you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So see, these all are integer values, right? And they are stored in one list. This is called list. We will discuss what is list in next session. So this is called as array of numbers. Okay. Array of integer we will call. So like that, so string also a equal to Gopina. So this also string also array of characters. Okay, this is first character. G is first character and its index is 0. O is second character and its index is first index. P is third character and its index is 2. So means index positioning will start with 0, 1, 2. Okay. So a string is array of characters. Okay. Array of characters. So this length of string is 4. Okay. So this is array of characters. So we can access any value. If I print A and 0th position. So what is 0 in 0th position? It will print me, it will print G. Okay. So if I 1, so what it is going to print? So O. If I print 2, so what is going to print? What it is going to print? 2. So we can access the string characters by this one indexing. So we can use the indexing. This is called as 0th position. So this is called as indexing. So how can we index it? Using square brackets. Next. So there is one more concept, slicing. Okay. So slicing means if I want to print, if I have some, okay, if I have some big string, okay, I want to extract only first three characters of a string. Then how can we extract? Till now I have shown you, so only the position of only one position, right? So if I give any particular position, it will print that position character only. If I want first 3 digits, then what you will do? So starting position, and then this is ending position. Okay, first I want what I want, this one, right? First three characters. So if I assign like this, starting position and ending position. So starting position will be included, means in starting position what we have G, right? 0th index. And third position what we have I, right? First I. So 0 at 1 2 3. So in third position we have I. So first position will be included and third position will be excluded. So what it is going to print? So first 0th position, first position and second position only, because whatever we end position will be excluded, right? So it will print GOP. Okay, so like this 0th 1 2 3 4, like this. So if you want to if you want negative indexing, then it will be, this will be what, this I, last I. Okay, let me Gopi Chebolu. Okay, this is my name, Gopi Chebolu. This U will be -1. If I this one be, Q will be -1, L will be -2, -3, like that. So, but whenever we are going from left to right, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. So whenever you are going from left, this one, right, yeah, to left, from right to left. So in negative indexing -1, because so it started with 0, but we don't have -0, right? That's why -1, -2, -3. First position will be -1. If I print, if I extract -1 position, it will give, it will print U. Okay, so if I print -3, so -3 means U -1, L -2, O -3. Yeah. So if I want to, yeah, -3 to, so if I want what I want, if I want last three digits of a string, how can we print? -3 to -1. So -3 to -1 means, yeah, this one it will what it will do. So this one starting position it will include, and -1 it will exclude, right? That's why if I keep -1, what it is going to do? So -3 position O, -1 position U. So it will be included. O will be included. So -1 means U. It will be excluded. It will be excluded, right? So it is going to print only O and L. If you see, it is printing only OLL, because -3 position starting position we have O, and ending position we have U. So ending position will be excluded, right? That's why if I want last three digits, I have to keep this one -3 to blank. So it will, if I keep as it is without any number, it will print whatever there after. So -3 to whatever we have, so it will print. If I give -5 now, so -5 means -1, -2, -3, -4, -1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B is -5, so it is going to print from whatever the characters we have. So it will print everything, B to everything. Okay, so like this we can do indexing, and we can use slicing, and we can extract first three characters or last three characters, or so we whatever characters you want, that you can do. You can this, yeah, what you can extract. So how can we loop through a string? Okay, we looping through a string. So I told you, so string is nothing but array of characters. Also, it is array of character, right? I mean, 0th position it has G, first position it has O. So we can loop through the string, right? So how can we loop? We have for loop, right? So we will discuss if else block and while for loop and while loop maybe on Monday. But to show you, so how can we loop through a string? I am explaining now. For loop for I in Gopi. Okay, for I in Gopi. So for I means we have considered Gopi as string. So Gopi string we have considered. So for I in Gopi means first it will I will be first iteration I will be G. So it will perform whatever we have, what logic we are going to write, that logic it will perform. So next iteration, second iteration, I will equal to O. So it will perform some operation. Next iteration, for third iteration, P. So it will perform. So like that. So what is the length of this string? 4, right? So it will perform 4 iterations. Okay. For I in Gopi, print, I want to print this I value, what it is going to do. So what it is going to do? So first iteration, I equal to G. So it will print G value. Second iteration, I equal to O. It will print O. So let's run this. Yeah, you have seen, right? So it is array of characters. That's why 4 iterations are there. For every iteration, it will pick first index, second index, third index, and fourth index, and it will print. So how to find the length of a string? Okay, so A equal to gopi ch. Okay, gopi ch. If I print length of this string, what will be the length of this string? Can anyone answer?
Lane of the variable name. Lane of
Yeah, that's what. Length of A, right? What it will print? What it will print? I'm expecting answer from you.
7. 7
or 6?
7.
7.
Yeah, because so gopi is 4 characters, so length will be 4, and ch is 6 characters, and space also is character. Okay, space also a character. That's why it will print 7. So space also 1 character. Here, if I keep gopi space ch, what it is going to do? Let's see here. So GOPI and space so for fifth iteration, I equal to space here. I equal to space, that's why it printed space. So in string, so whenever you are working with strings that time, so a space value is also considered as 1 character. Okay, and then next we can discuss length and slicing strings also. We have discussed slicing, you understood, right? How to how to use index and how to slice the string we have discussed. Okay, some functions we will use and we will modify the string. Okay, modify strings. A value equal to gopi. So if I want to convert it into uppercase, okay, how can I do? So print, if I print A, what it will print, whatever string value I assigned, that it is going to print. So if I want to use, so in Python we have some inbuilt function. So in that we have upper. So if you use upper function, so on top of this string, I'm using upper function. So now if I print this one, it will print uppercase letters. Okay. So in Python, upper is one inbuilt function. If I use lower, so what it is going to do? So all string characters in lower case. Okay. Upper, lower, and okay. So like this, if I have some spaces, unwanted spaces here on start of the string, and in ending also I have this. So if I print, if I print what it is going to do? So it will start with some whatever spaces, how many spaces we have given, those many spaces it will print, and in ending also it has printed some spaces. Okay, how to remove this? How to remove those this one spaces? Unwanted spaces at end of the string and at start of the string and ending of the string. We have string a dot. So on top of this string, strip. Okay, strip function. So what it is going to do? So it will remove any spaces at ending and starting of the string. What it is going to do? Let's see. So initially we have spaces, right? So to remove these unwanted spaces, we can use strip function. So to convert it into upper, we can use upper function. To convert it into lower alphabets, we can use lower function. So to remove unwanted spaces in the string, then we can use this strip. So if I have like this Gopi ch, so if I have some 4 or 5 spaces and I have, so what it will do? So it won't remove these spaces. Okay, it won't remove these spaces. How many spaces we have? I guess 6 spaces we have. So whenever I print it, yeah. So you see, so what it is going to do? This strip function, it will remove unwanted space at the end of the string. At the end of the string means this one. At starting of the string means this one. End of the string means this one. This will remove only this, not between the string. Okay, these spaces are between the string, right? So it won't remove. So strip function will remove only starting and ending spaces, unwanted spaces. The good thing in Radabix is, so you will get intelligence. So print value, some separation. So here also, if I click on this strip, so what it is going to do, the every document, the documentation and usage of this function, it will show. Okay. How can we use some, we have replace function. So yeah, let me take a equal to Gopi Chebrolu. Okay, if I print a, it is going to print me this whatever assigned to this one. So I have replaced sometimes in real time also we have to replace some values with other values now. So how can we replace? Print. Okay, so on top of this string, on top of this a variable, on top of this string, I am using replace function. So what value we are going to replace? So I'm going to replace G. So with what value I am going to replace? With okay, no, I'm going to replace C with maybe B. Okay, so what it is going to print? Okay, so what I have replaced C value, wherever C is there, it is going to replace with B. But in this we have O, right? O, how many times we have? We have C only one time. That's why it replaced only once. O we have 3 times, right? What it is going to do? So I have O. I'm going to replace with capital O. What it will do? Let's see. See, so I have O 3 times, right? Wherever O is there, that it will replace with capital O. So you understood, right? So replace function. So not only for first character. So it encountered O for first time. So it replaced. So it will not stop. It will perform this replace function on old string. Okay. So how many times that a character is occurring? So that many times it is going to replace it. Okay. Yeah. Next, today's class will be on strings only. So how can we concat? Concat, you know, right? Concating means adding. How can we concat strings? Okay. A equal to Gopi. B equal to my surname. Okay. So if I print A plus B, so it is like mathematical operation, right? A plus B. So what it is going to do? Whether strings will be added using this addition or not? Let's see. Oh, it has added, right? So we can add in Python, we can add strings. We can add strings by, so if both A and B are strings, we can add them using this plus symbol. So what can I do if I want space? So because Gopi is my name, Chebroli is my surname, right? So what can I do if I want space? Either you can give space here, that is one thing. Otherwise, you can add one more string here. You can add one more empty string here. Okay, so A plus empty is this string and plus B. So in that empty string, you provide space. Yeah, see here. So if I don't add this one, what it is going to do? Gopi Chebrolu concatenated, but no spaces. So whenever I use empty string and the space, If I use empty string also, see here. If I use empty string also, what it is going to do? So Gopi Chebrolu only, because I added empty string, but no value is there. That's why there is no. That's why it has can't get met. That's why to have space, we have to add space here. So that is the difference between. So earlier it was a empty string. Now it is a string with space. Space as character. Okay, so this way we can concat. Okay, and then what can we do? Yes, yes,
And
yeah.
for example, we have a string like Gopi
Mhm.
and then
Mm,
Gopi and the the other
Jabrol.
name, yeah,
Yeah.
Jabrol.
Mm.
And we want to move into different fields, Gopi to, for example, X and Jabrol to Y. Okay, so there's one string, and then we want to move the values to two different uh, fields. So how we do that?
Okay, what you are to
Like it's
do?
a yeah, like delimited by spaces. Like so, whenever there is
Okay,
a space, then it should move it to other, another
understood.
variable. Yeah.
I understood. So we have split function. You can
Okay.
Google
Okay.
it. We can use split function. So what it is going? Let me show you. Otherwise, uh, you have Gopi Chebrolu. Okay, Gopi Chebrolu. Uh, Print. You want to split it, right? So using delimiter, comma, right?
Yeah,
So
split
on
based
top,
on space or yeah.
yeah. So split it based on what comma. So Gopi, comma Chebrolu. Yeah. So now print it. What it is going to do, we'll see. See here. So it whenever we have like this Gopi and separated by this one, right? So it is separated by Gopi and Chebrolu are this is one string only. This total is only one string. So we want to split it. So on basis in we can use split function, but we have to provide. So inside this we have to provide which one you are using. So I am using comma as separator. So whenever so it sees so up to this okay Gopi. So Gopi and we have comma right after comma whatever we have that will be other value. So it splitted this string into two strings using separator. So it has used what a comma separator. Okay, we can use
And
split method.
if we want to move like Gopi to X and Chabrol to Y, and it should show it separately.
Yeah, so we have this list topic, right? So whenever I discuss a list topic, that time I will show you.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Thank you. Escape characteristics. So yesterday we have seen, so print my name is Gopi. So if I print what it is going to do, it will print Gopi only. My name is Gopi only. So if I use double quotes inside of this, so if I use double quotes inside this, it is invalid. So I can use single quotes. So but if I use double quotes, what it is going to do? So it is invalid. So how to overcome this situation? So we have some escape characters that is backslash. So if I use backslash two times, so backslash after this one, right? Backslash before this double quote and backslash before this double quote, then we don't have any problem. It will print my name is Gopi. So to avoid these are called as escape characters. So to insert characters that are illegal, so that are illegal in a string, we use these escape characters backslash. So and yeah, so we have many. If I use two backslash, what it is going to happen? Two backslash. Okay, remove this. Okay, so earlier it is what it is good if I use this one. what it is going to print? Yeah, same. If I use two backslash, yeah, it is going to my name is Gopi. To overcome this, I have to use backslash. What happens if I use two backslash? Okay, syntax error. Okay, it is okay. This one minute, guys. What it is going to print? My name is Gopi. If I use two backslashes, also only one backslash. Okay, so if you want backslash now, then you can use this. And one more thing, if you use this one, slash n. So slash n is for new line. So if I use slash n, see here, so slash n for new line. So my name is one this my name is Gopi is one total one string only. But if I use slash n before this Gopi, what it will do? So up to this one line, after this slash n is for a new line, right? So it will create new line with Gopi. And we have /t for tab. If you want tab space, see here. So my name is earlier. If I don't use this /t na, so it will print as it is. Whenever I use this /t, it will give me tab space. It will give me four spaces. One tab means four spaces, right? It will provide me for this one. So and yeah. We have /b. What it is going to do? So /b is nothing but backspace. So if I what backspace will do, whatever character we have, that character it will delete, right? So if I use backslash, so here see. So my name is earlier we have my name is Gopi, right? So if I use backslash, what it is going to do? So it will S will be deleted, backspace. So /b will work as backspace. So if I provide one more backspace, what it will going to? So two times, right? So it is going to delete I and S. See here. So one backspace for S, one backspace for I. So this one, this one will do removal of S. So I mean backspace for S, and this one will delete I also. If I use one more backspace, or if I use one more backspace, what it is going to do? It will delete space also. What? My name is /b. Why? Yeah, it is working fine. If I provide one more backslash, why it has to perform now? It has to 1 minute. My name. Okay, here it is removed. This what it is doing /b/b/b. Guys, if anyone knows Python, so if I use three backspaces, it has to remove is and space also, right? What it is doing here? If you know, please answer. If I use two backspaces, it is going to delete I and S. Okay. Here I used one more backspace, it removed E. If I am going to use third one, why it is not deleting space? Okay, so I will answer this one in next session. Okay, next. What can we discuss? Yeah. Okay, escape characters. Next, Boolean values. Boolean values we can discuss later. Let me discuss operators because it is very important topic, right? So let me discuss operators. So if I print 10 plus 5, what it will print? 15, right? Also, so, if I print 10 plus Gopi, so what it is going to do? It will concatenate or it will throw error. Will it throw error? Any answer, guys? Because 10 plus 5 is both are integers. That's why addition is happened and it printed 15. So one is integer, other one is string. So can we add string with integer? No, right? So it will throw you error. So unsupported operation. So, but this one 10 plus 2.5 because one is integer, other one is float. So now what is going to happen? Anyone answer? Because one is integer, right? First one is integer, second one is this one, float value. So will it perform or will it throw error like unsupported operand, this one? Yeah, no error. No error. Because so both integer, float, and complex, three are numerical data types, right? So earlier 10 plus Gopi. So one is numerical data and other one is text data. That's why we got error. But this time one is integer, other one is float, but both are numerical type only, right? So they will it won't throw error. So integer, float, complex. So these three are numerical data types. So numerical data types, you can perform any operation, addition, multiplication, subtraction. So you can perform any operation on these three types. I mean, if we have complex value 10 plus 10 plus 2 plus 3j, what it is going to happen? Let's see. So 10 plus 2, 12. So real part is 12. 3j is this one, imaginary part. So so one is integer and other one is complex. That also happened. So we can perform these arithmetic operations on numerical data type. So no problem. But we cannot operate this addition or this one, and one with numerical, other with text format. It will throw you error. Okay. So in operators, we have many operators. One is arithmetic, other one is assignment. Okay, assignment operators. Other one is comparison operator and logical operators. Okay, so we'll discuss everything logical and then identity. Identity operators means we can find the memory location of it, and then bitwise operators we have, we don't require it. Okay, we in real time we don't use. So because if I want to teach bitwise operators, first I have to teach this one, how to convert it into binary. So it will take more time, and we don't need also in real time. We don't use the bitwise operators. Okay. First discuss arithmetic operators. Okay, so arithmetic operators means addition. Arithmetic operation means addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, division, also modulus, and we have floor division also. Floor division means if the division is 3.5, so if you use floor division, it will give only the floor value. I mean, it will discard the decimal part. Okay, that is floor division. Let's try all of this. Print if x equal to 3, y equal to some 5. Okay. Print addition, first addition, print x plus y. So it will print addition subtraction, na? Subtraction, next subtraction. For subtraction, we will use minus subtraction. So for multiplication, what we will use? For multiplication, we will use star. So x multiplied by y. So 15, right? So multiplication, this one. And for division, so we will use star for multiplication. For division, what we are going to use? This one, slash x by y. 3 by 5 means this one, right? 0.6. If I use floor means floor division means double slash. Okay, so double slash for floor division, what it is going to do? So floor value. So in 0.6, what is the floor value? 0, right? Let me give x equal to 30 and y equal to 7. Okay, so 30 by 7, normally 30 by 7 is 4 point something. So it is division. If I use floor division, it will give me only this whole part. It will discard the decimal part. That is floor division. And modulus x, we will use percentile to get modulus. 30 by 7. 30 by 7 is 4 times 7 is 28, right? So 2 is the remainder, right? So it will give you remainder. So whenever you use modulus. So remainder is 2, right? And then exponential. So we have exponential. So if I use this star for one time, it is going to give me multiplication. Okay. So let me give small numbers. So 2 into 3, right? Multiplication 2 into 3, 6. Whenever I use 2 stars, double star, that time it will be exponentiation. I mean 2 power 3. So 2 power 3 means 2 into 2 into 2. So 8. So if you use only 1 star, it is multiplication. If you use 2 stars, then it will be what? Exponentiation. These all are arithmetic operations, you know. So these are very simple. Next, we have assignment operators. 1 minute, guys. Continuously, I have classes. 8 to 9, I have one class, and 9 to 11. So these assignment operators, they are used to assign values to variables. So like x equal, we have assigned some integer values, string values to x and y. This is also called as assignment. So we are assigning integer value to this variable. This is also called as assignment. Okay. So but in this we have many assignment operators. So first one is equals to. So x equals to some x equal to 5. If I print x, okay, if I print x, it is going to print me only 5. So whatever I assigned, that it is going to print. So we have x equal to x plus 3. So for that assignment is this one. It means x equal to x plus 5. So if I want to write x equal to x plus y, then we can use this assignment operator like this. Equals to, equals to, and so what you are going to do? So you are assigning. So you, okay, x equal to x plus 5, right? First, I have to assign x value. Let me assign some x value 5. Now what I'm going to do? So I'm adding 7 to already existing x value. So x is equal to some value I assigned. Now what I'm going to do? So I'm going to add 5 on top of this x value. So we can use plus equal to symbol. Okay. Then that time what it is going to do? 5 plus 7, 12. Okay. This one. Okay. Next, if I want to subtract from x value, so I already have some x value. I want to subtract it like this, x equal to x minus 5. Then what you can do? No, 7, right? Sorry, guys. So x equal to x plus 7. So x equal to 5 we already have. So if you want to perform x equal to x plus 7 operation, directly you can use this plus equals to. So if you want to perform this one, x equal to x minus 7 operation, then that time you use minus. So it is nothing but, this expression is nothing but, from already we have x value, from that you are going to subtract 7. So that time 5 minus 7, right? Minus 2. Okay. We already have some x value on top of it. If you are going to, I mean x into 7, if you are going to perform x equal to x into 7, that time you use this. So 5 into 7, right? 35, like that. So we have many of these, what we have division, right? So x by 7. So x equal to x by 7, you can use this slash. 5 by 7, 5 by 7, 0.7. And percentile, if you want to find this percentile, yeah, use percentile here. Percentile, and here also x percentile 7. Yeah, so this one. And yeah, if you want to find if you want to perform exponential, I mean x power, if you want to perform x power 3, so x power 3, sorry, x power 3. So what you will do here, you will provide both stars. So what it will do, so 5 power 3, if you want to perform, we already have 5. So on top of it, you want to perform exponential with 3. So that time you have to use this double star. So 5 power 3 means 125. It will perform. So these are assignment operators. We have some other assignment operators. So you can go through any, you can use any online website to go through all this. And what we have. Comparison operators, next one. Comparison operators. So for comparison, okay. So for assigning, we use only single equal symbol. So whenever you are comparing, that time we will use double equals. Okay. So whenever you are comparing, that time double equals. So if you use single equals, means that is assigning something, some value to variable. That is assignment. So whenever you are using double equals, that time you are comparing. So if x equal to some 5, y equal to some 4, so you are comparing x equal to y. So what it will return? So it is not true, right? So you are comparing. So you are comparing, you are asking Python to compare both of these. So it will compare. So what it will compare? They are not equal, right? So it will throw you, give you output as false. So if we want to use not equals to, this is for equals. So whenever you want to perform not equals, just use this. So x is not equal to y, right? So that's why it is true. So if you want you to compare whether x is greater than or this one, yeah, greater than symbol you can use. Yes, x is greater than y, right? So it will print true. So if you want to see perform less than operation, yeah, x less than y. So it is false, right? It will print. It will give output as false. Okay. Yeah. Also, we have less or equal to. So less or equal to and greater than or equal to. Also, we have, those are comparison operators. And then what we have? Logical operators. Logical operators means we will combine the conditions. Okay. Logical. So logical operators, what they will do? So these are used to combine conditional statements. If we have some two conditional statements, to combine these conditional statements, we will use logical operators. Okay. So if you have x equal to 5, okay. So x equal to 5. So I'm asking print x greater than 3 and x less than 10. So what it is going to do? So is x greater than 5? No, x greater than 3? Yes, correct. And so this and is logical operator. So what we are doing, these two are conditional statements, right? X greater than 3 is one condition, x less than 10 is one more condition. So what we are doing, we are combining these two conditions using this logical operator, that is AND. So yeah, x is less than 10, correct. 5 is less than 10 and x is greater than 3. Yes, 5 is greater than 3. So it will print you true. So this one, what these logical operators are used to combine conditional statements. Okay, and you can use one more and also, and x greater than 0. So you can use 2 or any number of. So yes, x greater than 3. Yes, 5 greater than correct. X less than 10. Yes, 5 less than 10 correct. X greater than 0. Yes, 5 is greater than 0 correct. If I use less than 10, what it is going to do? X greater than 3. Yes, correct. X less than 10 correct. But x less than 0, no. So that's why it will return you false. Okay. So you know how under operation will work. Under operation means both has to be true. So if you use R here, we can use this one R also, one type of logical operator. So means we have three conditions, right? So in three conditions, see if any one of them is true, then it will be true. In and case, all of them has to be true. Then only it will be true. Here x greater than 3. Yes, 5 is greater than 3, correct. X less than 10. Yes, correct. But this is wrong. Even though it is wrong, so these two are correct, right? That's why it will throw you true. It will give you output as true. So if you are using R operator, or logical operator, that time any one condition is true, then output will be true. If you are using AND operator, so all condition has to be true, then only it will be true, otherwise it will be false. Okay. What else we have? Operators, assignment, logical, and identity. Okay, identity operator. Last one. Those who are already having sufficient knowledge of Python, then well and good. So those who are not having Python knowledge, for them it will be a refreshment. Okay. So if you already know Python, then well and good, no problem. So from next week, what we are going to do, Spark. We will be working on Spark, right? That time we will be using this Python language only. Okay. Identity operators, they are used to compare the objects. Okay. So yeah, some x equal to Gopi. No. How can we? Okay. Membership. Okay. Identity. Yeah. How to? Yeah. X equal to 3. Let 1 minute, guys. Print ID x. Okay. Okay. Understood. Okay. So what they are going to do? ID means identity. So if I assign x equal to 345, y equal to some 23. Oh no, y also 345. Okay, z equal to x. Then okay, so if I print x is 345, y is 345. If I print x is z, what it is going to do? What it will return? If I print x is z, I mean, so I am saying x and both is operator. So it is what identity operators are do. So they will compare the objects. So now x is z, what it is going to do? So it will print true. So x equal to 345, y equal to 345. So if I print x is y, then what it is going to do? Or what it is going to print? Any answers? Because x and y values both are same, right? So if I say x is y, so what it is going to print? Either true or false. Any answers? Because many of you know Python, right? Please answer. Till now, whatever we have discussed, very simple topics. But if you answer this, yeah, please answer this. So what it is going to do? Print true or false? Guys. So it will print you false. Because, so if you print, why it is printing false? Because, so this one is not checking the values. It is going to check the, so x is y, this identity operator I is going to check the memory location of these x and y and z values. Okay. So if I print, so why, you will come to know why it is behaving like that. Print ID of x. Okay. Print ID of x. ID means memory location. Okay. So if I print ID of y and ID of z, so what it is going to do? Yeah. So if you see, x memory location is this one, 0288, but y's memory location is 2112. So even though both have same values, 345, 345, but so their memory location are different. So ID of z is 0288 only, because what I am doing, I am forcing z equal to x, right? So if I write, if I give x equal to some 10 also, if I print now x, if I print x, what it is going to print? Can anyone answer? So if I print x value, what it will print? X is 345, right? What it is going to print? Any answers? Guys, it will print 10 value. Z equal to x, right? Z equal to 10. It has to print z 10. Print x 345. Why? Z equal to x. X equal to z. Okay, x equal to z.
We need to give double equals or
No. So okay, let me tell you. So identity, I will tell you this one later. So x equal to y and x equal to z na. So if I print this memory locations, if I print, wait, control A, this one, no. Control this. Okay. So if I print identity of this, so both x and z have same memory location. So that's why if I print x is, so they will it will look for, so compare the objects. So x is z, what it is going to do? So it is going to return you true. If I print x is y, even though they have both have same value, even though both have same value, it is going to print false, because what it is going to is operator. So this identity operator is going to check, so whether both have same memory location or not. So if they share the same memory location, then it will print you true. So but x and y are both are two different values, right? Even though they have same value, they are storing this value in two different locations. That's why they are not same. But I am here forcing it to x equal to z. So now x and z both will share the same location. So if I change x value, z value, so x equal to some z equal to some 10, print x, it is correct 10. If I give z equal to x, if I give z equal to x, that time, okay, z equal to x equal to 345, okay, y equal to 345, correct, z equal to x. Yeah, z is not defined. Hmm, x equal to z is how it is behaving. Mhm. See guys, so now what if I keep z equal to x, now see, identity of x is different, so 536, identity of y is different, 056 memory location, and z also, so this identity of z is different. So because z is not defined above, right, that's why. So if I give like this, x is already defined, so I am assigning this x value to z, that time they both sharing same memory location. So you understood the difference. So x is already defined above, right? So x is already defined above. That's why we have to assign it to z. Otherwise, so if you assign z, if you keep like z equal to x, this will not work. This will take it as, so because z is not defined above. That's why it won't work. So now x and z are not same. If you keep like this, so yeah, if you want to keep x and z as same, then you have to keep like this, x equal to z, because x is already defined above. Okay guys, so operators also completed. So tomorrow what we can discuss?
Hey, Gopi, is it possible to upload these worksheets also?
It is possible. I can upload, but
Yeah.
what it will do, Sidhu. So if they won't practice. They will just copy this one and they won't practice. Then
Okay.
Gopi,
if you
Gopi,
want, I
it
will
will
share
take very
you
long
one
time.
on one.
Gopi, whatever you are giving this video, maybe it will take very long time to retrieve and everything. If you are uploading the sheets and whatever the documents, it will be good to do everything.
Okay, but see, guys, what I am
Maybe
doing. Wait,
okay,
wait,
these are
wait.
the small things actually. It won't take much time actually.
I know,
But
I know.
again, we need to see this video or 1.5 hours or 2 hours. Maybe we don't get time. Maybe
I
quickly
understood.
if you have said that one, maybe it will. It's a basic, right? We can understand that one.
Okay, so no problem. But here, see, guys. So upper function on top of I removed upper and I removed lower and I am using same. So you will miss those upper, lower, those functions I have explained now, that you will miss. Okay, no problem. I will upload these notebooks also. Not a problem. Uh, Download as source file. You can download them as source files. Python 1 and Python 2. Okay. I will upload, guys. No problem.